What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while since I've posted, especially on the old truck. I posted not too long ago on the Mustang. I've just been working a lot, and it's not really an excuse. Been waiting on a lot of stuff for this truck. Today's going to be a little bit quicker of a video. I got this filler panel that I want to put in the truck on the firewall, and I'm going to just show you guys how I do it. It's pretty cold here in Indiana today, so we got the garage doors closed. So hopefully there's not a lot of echoing. Got my mics fixed, so that's positive. So let's get after it. And I tell you what, I always get a lot of questions like, when's the truck going to be done? When's this? I know a lot of people didn't get to see it beforehand, but this truck was literally left for dead. I mean, it didn't have rockers. It didn't have corners. Didn't even have a floor. The bed was toast. The fenders were pretty much gone. As you can see, besides the wheels, she's being used as Christmas storage because it's that time of year. I do have an update about what those wheels are going to be doing. We're not actually going to be able to use these wheels. And I'm thinking, especially to save some money, I think I'm going to go with new stocks and just get rid of the semi wheels and get these sold, because I've been pricing a lot of stuff out and I can't really use these because they're too wide, because I want to run dual, of course, on the back because it's a dually. I don't want to run a single wide or nothing. So that kind of sucks. So I've already posted them for sale. They're on Facebook of the marketplaces, of course. And probably just going to order some new, clean stock wheels and get those painted black also. Kind of like the look we are now. Camera doesn't really show it, but these rims on this truck, they are pretty much toast. I mean, it kind of looks decent there, but they're pretty much toast. I mean, I just with the old spray gun. Yep. But that's kind of the update, I guess, with the wheels, since I see them back here. Plus, I still have to run a wiring harness in here. I still have to come back here. Still either have to get this 4L60 transmission rebuilt or buy a new one. I kind of want to trust somebody on Facebook Marketplace, but everyone knows how that goes. But I need new transmission. Then I need the transmission crossover bar. I need to fix little stuff like this, like my gas door doesn't. Oh yeah, it's custom. Interior still has a lot too. I still need new door cards, just like every single one of them. I don't know if I'm going to replace the steering wheel. I might just keep it. It needs replaced or whatever, but it's not bad. Seat's been redone. New carpet's in. It's not glued down though. She's just in there. I still need that's just Bondo from when we welded it, and I haven't touched it since, so it probably needs scraped off and redone. But this cab corner, and this whole rocker has been redone, and it actually turned out pretty good. Just get this carpet away. But it looks pretty sharp with the truck. Yeah, there's still a lot to do. I still need, once the transmission's in, I still need custom drive shaft, etc. to fit this truck. Let's pop the hood. All right, let's get this hood. Get this off. I don't know what that's for. And I know I probably went over it before. It's probably hard to see right now, but I'll get a light in here. If you guys have a square body, you need to get these hood savers. I bought the Vice Grip Garage ones. They say they're for 70s or whatever. This is an 87, of course, but they work. I got it signed by him, which was pretty cool. But yeah, there's still a lot of work to do. I'll get you in here and get a light shining down so then you can kind of see where we're at. All right, so here's under the hood now. Like I was saying, we still got to run the brake booster. We still got to run all new brake lines because the stock ones were completely, I mean, it would be like 1 foot of brake lines and then they wouldn't exist. Pretty much what you see there is about the only stock brake lines left on this truck. Motor's looking great, just sitting in here. You can see it's been a month since I've worked on it. Look at that dust. It's gross. It needs wash, but it's 20 degrees outside in the state of Indiana, so we're not going to play with water. But today we're going to try to get this panel up here to seal up this firewall a little bit more. And as you can tell, like I said, there's still a lot to do. Still got to run brakes, still got to get inner wheel wells, still got to get a radiator set up, hoses, everything, oil cooler, transmission lines. I mean, I feel like it doesn't end. I know there's an ending, but that's what it is when you're building these old classic trucks here. All right, so after it took a little bit of time of setting you guys up and everything, you won't believe it, but I got 2 bright LED lights looking at me. I can't even really see you guys. But I got this panel here online, of course, and it's supposed to cover for when you take your heater box out. You can fill this panel for now, and people keep telling me to stop being lazy and cheap or whatever and put a new heater box and whatnot. You're going to want that for the cold weather, blah, blah, blah. Look, this is going to be just like the Mustang over there, where if it's not a nice day or it's not nice and sunny out, the truck's going to be sitting, okay? This truck's had a hard life, so now it's going to be in real mode retirement. Now, maybe in the future, I might run vintage air like a lot of guys do. That's why I'm choosing not to weld this on, because you can weld it, use self-tappers, any of the above. I think I'm just going to seal it up, and I'll show you what I'm going to seal it up with, and then I'm going to just use some self-tappers to attach it onto the truck. Okay? Boom. Okay, and what we're going for this project, sealing-wise, there's probably a couple different products out there, but I'm going to go with this 3M window weld, super fast urethane 08609. This stuff is not cheap, okay? This stuff's like $30, $40 sometimes, even at O'Reilly. You can also use, and I might go with it also, just your regular auto seam sealer, right? We're just trying to keep exhaust and nasty stuff out of the cabin of the truck. Now this stuff on Amazon, you can get it for about 20 bucks probably. So it's a little cheaper. You just have a little bit more of a wait time. And then you're just going to use a caulking gun just like anything else and pump it in there. All right, gentlemen and ladies that are maybe watching this. It's kind of rare for a lady to watch. What's cool about YouTube sometimes is when you're trying to make a video, you get to have to redo stuff because your microphone quits or your tripod falls. But I am going to go over, I'm using the auto seam sealer because the 3M stuff is rock solid, so you can't use it. And I finally got a caulking gun that works. As you can see, I got some on the truck. I got some on this panel here. And then we're going to use some weld screws, is what I like to call them sometimes. Self-tappers, of course. You guys know what they are. And we're going to try to mount this up, and hopefully my microphone doesn't die again, because that would suck. But, I mean, that's what you get for not checking everything before you start a video. And the magnet's so good on that self-tapper, I didn't want to let go of it. So we'll put one in here. Trying to find the hole that we already had over here. Just like that. I'm not going to go crazy but I am going to put a few in here. Hopefully my microphone's still working. That's the annoying part about YouTube is the microphone and lighting. You gotta make sure you have enough lighting for everybody. As you can see, this panel is pretty self-explanatory. I mean, it fits over this. I put some seam sealer in it so it can so we can try to keep exhaust stuff out of here, just like I need a gasket for this here for the wiring harness and whatnot to go through. I need to grab some more weld screws. We'll finish this up. I'll probably put a couple here in the center to really push that down. A couple here, whatever. And then we'll be good. All right, so I'm back quickly with more weld screws. I tell you what, if I had a nickel for every time I found these in tires, I'd probably buy a Snicker bar. I don't know how many times I have screwed myself over with self-tappers, finding them in my tires. Send her home, right? We don't want any gaps. We don't want any gaps. Send her home. Now, like I said, I've had some complaints on this, you know, saying it's the lazy route or whatever, but I'm not planning on putting anything in there. And if anything, I might mount something up here like fuel pressure gauge or something. I don't know. But that allows me to have more firewall clearance. Plus, I can also just fill the holes up with my welding machine. And you can do whatever you want. Put a couple more in here. I just want to make sure it's really good and sealed up. I don't want... I will say these self-tappers, I don't know where I got them from, but man, they will eat through some metal. I've had some that come, I swear they come pre-doled. As soon as I say that, we find a pre-doled one. Send her home. Come on. Come on, fourth quarter. Let's go. See, that one meant business. That one was not messing around. There's another good one. All right, and I think I'm gonna, I kind of want, you know, a good border around. I'm gonna stick one here in this corner here. All right. And if I can get this one to behave, maybe she, oh look, I got a backup. I want one right here, just so it kind of all looks even. There we go. Yeah, it looks good. I like it. It's a lot cleaner than that big old hole there. And then, like I said, if you want to, if you're not running a heater box, you can mount anything here, fuel pressure regulator, or I don't know, you could even mount your ECM here. It's kind of endless. You can do whatever you want. But once you paint it and everything, it makes it look a lot cleaner in here and more open. I love it. All right, and I know you guys probably didn't know, but I own a paint and body shop, if you know what I mean. And the fellas know, you know, anybody can do paint. So we got black satin. It's pretty much what I've been painting everything in. Not a big gloss fan. Glass cleaner, that's what I'm going to kind of prep this here with, and some Rust-Oleum primer and get that all filled in. But just spray some of this cleaner on here. Just a little bit. You don't need to go crazy. Okay. Try to get any oils and grease off of it for this very expensive, wipe some of that seam sealer. This very expensive and complex paint job that we're going to do. I know you're jealous, okay? I know you're jealous. Oh, yeah. Looks like a shiny nickel now. All right, I'm going to let that dry for a minute, and then we'll be right back. All right, and then also, I didn't realize I didn't have you guys on the wide camera, so you could somewhat see me. So we're going to go in here with a very high-end automotive primer. My friend that has done me very well many years since we've given that a cleaning and let it kind of air off for a minute. Oh yeah. Remember, I already did all this, that satin black, and so it's not really a big deal. Don't get it on the new motor now. Watch out. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Remember guys, it's your project. You're gonna have haters online, you're gonna have haters in life. They're gonna be like, why would you do that? It's so dumb, blah blah blah. Who cares? My money, not yours. Plus, some guys want to do a budget build, you know. Same reason I'm kind of pulling out of the semi-wheel idea, because I really don't want to spend $6,000 or $7,000 on wheels when this truck was $1,300, the motor was $500, and the amount of money I put into the motor, let's say $400-ish. Yeah, I just can't justify spending a ton of money on wheels and tires, $7-8 grand, and the wheels cost more than the truck. You know, you see those guys online, they'll put those wheels on a square body, and they'll be like, "I want $36,000," and we're all looking at them like, "You're crazy." You know, to each his own, though. You know what I mean? To each his own. All right, so this has been cooking off for a while here in the cold weather of Indiana. It's about 50 degrees all the time in my garage, so it's not too bad. That's why I can just wear a hoodie. Oh, let's pop this. Oh man, this is a fresh can too. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Remember, we're kind of just doing this to blend it into the firewall here. We're not winning car shows or nothing with this. So I'm just going to kind of do one light layer, one good layer around the edge here. I can make sure I get everything. And then just one little light layer real quick. Tiger striped all crazy because it's just your first layer. Okay. We'll let that set up for a minute, and then I'll come back and we'll black her out. Also, while that's cooking off real quick, I have a set of stickers here. I also build motorcycles, so that's why it's a motorcycle logo. But I was thinking about doing some other stickers. And I was thinking at 500 subscribers, I was probably going to give some of these out for free. You know, I got quite a bit here that I could hand out. And also, I know you probably saw it in the video, but look at this new hat that I got that came in. Little trucker hat. I like the seam here. It keeps it nice and tall. Custom hat. I'm thinking about doing an order, a bulk order. I don't know. I got some people that want some, so might do a bulk order on this hat. It's a Richardson hat, so it's nothing cheap. Pretty nice hat. I just wanted to show you guys that while we're waiting for that sucker to, you know, dry up some. But yeah, that's a sharp looking hat. All right, and after 64 hours and some change, it's somewhat dry. It's still got a little gloss to it. it will calm down. Like I said, I painted all this with this same satin black. I just remember it's got a plastic chair on it. That's what I've been using. It's actually what I've been using to paint the truck. So then the truck's one color and not 54 different colors, since I've been having to do so much. And we're just going to go in and kind of lightly darken it out. Now, it might take more than 2 coats, you know, to really hide everything. You don't want to go too heavy, okay? Just kind of dust it on there. Make sure you get everything. And I will say, try not to do this in an enclosed garage like me. But I don't want my little feet to get cold. I already work out in the cold enough, so I don't mind a couple little fumes here and there. Like I said, try not to go for full coverage if you don't have to for your second coat. But this is actually covering pretty well. I don't think I'll have to do a third. Oh yeah. Yep. And then now I'll set up and darken up a little bit, and it'll look very similar to this. Kind of like the flat, little bit of shine satin has. But that should lay down a lot better and look pretty good. And like I said, if you want to know what I'm using the 2X Paint and Primer Ultra Cover Rust-Oleum Satin with the chair. I always remember because it's got the chair. And I've been painting the whole truck. So if you like the color of the truck in the previous videos, this is literally what I've been painting it with, okay? And you can get different nozzles and stuff now with like different settings. So you can actually paint a whole truck. There's a whole Facebook page and stuff on it. It's actually pretty good to be part of. But yeah, so then you can save money, especially on these budget builds. Like this truck is more a revival, you know, because this truck, like I said, was left literally for dead. Grass as tall as the door handles, forgotten about. It was an old horse truck. And I just want to see it drive again. The daughter of the farmer that sold it to me wants to see the truck drive again. So that's why we're doing this. So I bought it from her, and we're going to save this old horse towing, can't speak my own language, English, horse towing pickup truck. All right, I also want to tell you guys in a future video, it's coming up. We all dread it, part of it, but I got the wiring harness in here. I'm going to cover up my address with the whole wiring harness. I still need to get my computer, my ECU and stuff swiped with like the VVT or whatever that stuff is. A lot of the LS stuff's still new to me, but I know I have to get that cleared off so then we can actually run the truck. But we got the whole wiring harness right here in this bag. And I'm not excited about it, you know? But in the next video, we're going to do it together, okay? And I'll probably run it all the way to where I'll have the transmission left to hook up and the ECU, of course. I'm just going to run them through the cab until I get what I actually need, you know? And then we got to figure out like gauges, the transmission, drive shaft. Gauges I'm not really worried about, except like oil pressure, temperature, stuff like that. Speedometer, I have apps for that, so. Plus, I just go with traffic, you know what I mean? All right, so here we go. Here's the end of this video for you guys. See, as you guys see, it's starting to flatten out a little bit, but it just makes that whole wall look better, you know? I'm guessing from 5 feet away, can't really see it. Of course, out in the sun, you're going to see it, but it really fills up that whole patch, and that's what's nice about it. So that's why I went with it, you know, because we're not running heat. All right, and I also looked it up for you guys. Man, look how dark it is in there now. Oh, there it goes. Starting to pick it up a little bit. Those racing spark plugs really stick out, huh? Good choice. I know, I should have went black. But anyways, I just like a blacked out engine bay, you know, nothing flashy. It's nothing crazy. It's just a 5.3 LS, you know, nothing crazy until we slap turbos on it. But anyways, I looked up the panel and who I bought it through, and it's Lewis Metalworks. You can find it in the Google Webs or whatever. It's about $100, but it's already like pressed and cut and everything that you need. I mean, you literally slap it on there, self-tapper it, or weld it, whatever you want to do. You know, I got future plans that I'm thinking about doing, maybe vintage air. But let's get the truck running first and driving on its own. plus get some brakes and stuff in it before we start worrying about heat. You know, heat's not that important. Just put a jacket on. But that's going to be it for this video. Hopefully I see you guys soon. Sorry for the long break. Just been working like crazy. I'll see you in the next one, and hopefully we're running some wire on the next one. Also, there's the Fox body. For people that love to see the Fox body, there it is. The wife actually drove it to work for the first time 2 weeks ago when we had some pretty nice weather. She's a little scared to drive it. You know, she always thinks someone's going to hit her or whatnot, which we live in a tiny, tiny town, so shouldn't be a problem. But man, that car, it just looks slick. Looks good. Oh, yeah. And guess what? She already wants to paint it. So maybe next spring we will be painting this car again. And you probably can't guess the color. Or maybe you can. You guys are smart, right? All right, so tune in next time. I'll try to be quicker on these videos. But until then, keep it classy. Try to work on your car at least once a day. Do something small because it'll get you closer and closer and closer and closer. All right, guys, take care. Keep it classy.